Hi everyone, and welcome back to Faith and Flour. If you're new here, my name is Robin, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing some seasonal decluttering, and I thought I'd take you guys along. So almost 2 years ago now, I started a more minimal wardrobe, and I used the 10-item wardrobe concept that was created by Jennifer L. Scott. I'll have all of those videos linked in the description box, but that allowed me to create a more minimal capsule wardrobe. And after seeing the benefits of that, I was really spurred on to investigate minimalism more. And I read the book Minimalist Home by Joshua Becker, and it really inspired me to go room by room through our home and clear the clutter. There were so many benefits to that, and I'll talk to you guys about some of those benefits as we go through the video. And if you guys want to see how we did that starting a year ago, I will have all of those videos in the description box as well. And those are really great if you are just embarking on that journey of wanting to clear the clutter from your home. We did have quite a lot. We had moved here about 4 years prior to that and purged a lot at that time. But even once we got here, we realized there were a lot of things that we were just basically storing that we did not need. And so we were able to bless others by donating some of those things, and it's been a great process, and we've seen huge benefits from it. So today is more just about maintaining that. And so I've heard people say that minimalism is not a destination, it's a process, and I totally agree. And I really like, for our family, sort of the method of peeling back the different layers. And so revisiting all of those different areas in our home. For us, it tends to be sort of seasonally or at least yearly, just kind of reassessing and looking at things that we thought we wanted to keep. Are we still using them? Are they still serving us? Or would it be better to donate those to someone who could? And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm just basically spending my time in our bedroom and in our master closet, and I'm going to show you how I am clearing out even more clutter. And so let's get started on that. And if you guys are in this process as well, I'd love to hear from you. Make sure to leave a comment in the description box or over on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, I will have that information in the description box too. I'd love to see you there as well. And we can encourage each other as we continue along this road to living a more minimal and more meaningful life. I'm going to start with our nightstands, and this one is Patrick's. In the top, he's got just a few personal items. We sorted through all of these things before, and I know there are some things that we can get rid of in these bottom two drawers. I don't think he ever even opens them, but I know there are some specific items in here that he is okay with me decluttering, and anything else that I pull out of here, I will definitely run by him before donating it or recycling it. One of the things I realized when I was decluttering today is there were several things that I had sort of forgotten we even had, like this back massager. It is wonderful. Patrick got it for me for Mother's Day quite a few years ago, but I rarely use it because it's tucked away in the drawer over here and I don't think about it. So I'm going to try to use that more and not declutter it today. But if I revisit this area, a year from now or so and it's still here, then it's probably time to donate it. These old electronic items were the things that I knew we were just storing in Patrick's nightstand. These phones were our landline phones. They were cordless. They were great when we used them, but we don't anymore and we probably never will. I also came across an old tablet and an old iPod, plus a couple of empty boxes. So I got out a plastic bag and started putting everything that I planned to donate in it. The next area was this dresser drawer of Patrick's, and he actually doesn't use this. This drawer was just a catch-all for us. It has a lot of items in there that I probably missed when I decluttered last time. I don't know, but we had different instruction manuals, a whole bunch of fabric swatches from when I needed a new Roman shade, and a whole hoard of eyeglasses. Once again, I discovered something that I forgot we even had. This was the cover or case that our duvet cover came in, and I will be able to repurpose this to pack shoes when we travel, so it's always cool when you find something like that. This is all of the basic trash that I pulled out of the drawer, and then we have so many eyeglasses that we've accumulated over the years, and our eye doctor will donate those, so I'm going to pack those up separately and take those to her office. And it's on to my dresser, and this is kind of like my junk drawer. There are a lot of keepsakes and things in there, but I remembered that I had this iPhone box and I made another discovery, a set of earbuds that I had forgotten I had, and no, they're not the really cool wireless ones, but I will be really happy to have a new pair to use. And then this drawer contains some jewelry that I just do not use. Some of it was gifted to me and I've been holding on to it because I felt a little guilty about giving it away, but someone else could really enjoy using it. And also these wallets, I'm not using those, and I think these plastic bags were for travel. And this is where I have been stashing, strings that come on dresses that get in the way and you cut off. I put them in here and I find so many uses for those, so I'm keeping those. But everything else that I pulled out is going to go in the donation bag. Now onto our closet, and right away I remembered this kite. We had this for our boys and I was holding on to it for sentimental reasons, but I'm gonna pass it on to some friends who I know their kids will enjoy it. And then these cabinets here are another area that we basically use for a catch-all. I've got some sentimental items in there, but it's also a place where we put things and then just forget we even have them. So I'm just going to reassess this area and pull out things that we no longer need. For those of you that know me, I have this thing with hoarding empty boxes, and so here are some more that can be recycled. On to clothing, and this is something that I do definitely seasonally. I will think back over the previous season, so this time it's winter, and pull out things that I didn't use often or that are at the end of their life. They really aren't going to be in good enough shape to put in my wardrobe again next year. And also thinking a little bit ahead to spring are these things that I'm going to want to include in my spring capsule wardrobe. So I pulled out several t-shirts, and then I also have a bathing suit cover-up that I've been holding on to for years. It's because I think it's really pretty, but it's not practical. The material is thin, but it's not very breathable, and so it's not comfortable at all in the hot summer, so it is time to let that go. This corner of my closet is where I stash things as I'm decluttering around our house. So periodically I will go to a different area of our home. If I find something that I want to declutter, I'll put it here. And then when I have kind of a significant load to carry to Goodwill or wherever else we're donating, I'll grab all of these things and add it in. This bag had things that we used to take to the pool and to the beach when our boys were little. This is a bag that I got for free from Ulta, and I've used it as a tote for a while, but I have a new one. And then I had some old cosmetic cases and things like that that were stored in Kyle's bathroom that I decluttered not long ago. So there goes an old garment bag and a decorative box that I was keeping in our closet. That kite is going to be going to friends, and then everything else will be packed up and taken to Goodwill or put in the recycle bin, or in the case of the eyeglasses, they'll be going to our eye doctor who will donate them for us. Before I call it a day, I want to revisit my vanity. I decluttered this and reorganized it about a month ago, and my system has been working great, but I know that there are a few things that were just about to expire and now need to go, plus a couple things I'm not using anymore. So I'm gonna grab those things out quickly and deal with those while I am in my decluttering mode. Remember my issue with empty boxes? I'm doing it again, but because it's just been about a month since I decluttered this drawer, I remember right away that these things need to go, and so I'm grabbing out those empty boxes. There's an old mascara and some eye drops that are almost finished and have expired, so those are going to go in the trash. And then these are all of the things that I'm going to be taking to Goodwill, with the exception of the kite and the eyeglasses. I've added in a few other things that Patrick and I pulled out of our closet and the storage space under our stairs. I had hoped to possibly sell of these things, but it is just too much time and effort for the money that I would make, so we've decided to donate them instead. We've got the mirror, a piece of artwork, and an old suitcase. So once these things are packed up in the car, it's off to Goodwill I go. But before I end today's video, I thought you might enjoy a little tour of how I've organized our drawers. And so this is my nightstand, and I'm just trying to keep some items up here that I want to use on a regular basis. I have eyeglasses, I've got a little massager, an eye mask, some lotion that I like to use at night. There are those earbuds ready to be used. And in the next drawer down is where I keep a lot of my reading material, and then just some electronic accessories. I've got an extension cord and some converters that we use when we travel. This is where I like to keep those. And in the bottom drawer, again, these are things that I like to use at nighttime. We have these cloth bags that are filled with dried corn, and we warm them in the microwave, and then we can use them on the cold winter nights. I really love those. And I also have a heating pad, and I have that extension cord in the drawer above if I want to use that, plus some really nice plush cushy socks in case my feet are cold. This is my dresser, and I have more than enough storage for all of the things that I keep in here. And this top drawer on the right hand side, I keep things like stockings and leggings. And you remember this little narrow drawer below that is where I keep my sort of string collection. And then in here, I just have some kind of thermal underwear, long underwear, pants, and long sleeve t-shirts that I like to use for layering in the wintertime and when we go skiing. The bottom two drawers have all of my sweaters. And here in Texas, we don't always need sweaters on a daily basis, but as I said before, we do travel to Switzerland to see Patrick's family and go on ski vacations, so I like to keep some of my favorites for those times. There are three narrow drawers in the middle that are perfect for putting all of my socks. These are the ones that I use sort of on a daily basis, and then this drawer is filled with extra thick ones for very cold winter days and skiing. This bottom drawer has just one thing, and it's a very thick sort of scarf or shawl, which is really nice to use in the wintertime as well. As I showed you earlier, I like to call this my junk drawer, but it really has just a lot of keepsakes in here, plus a big bowl where we dump all of our change, and that's where I found my little earbuds. And under that is the empty drawer where I kept my jewelry. This drawer has all of my swimsuits and cover-ups. In the drawer underneath that is where I keep my winter pajamas. I have 3 sets, the other 2 are in the laundry. In this last drawer on the bottom is where I keep my summer nightgowns and the slips that I wear under my dresses. Now I'll give you a quick closet tour and just show you how I have my clothes organized. And I like to keep most of my things hanging, and so I've got my blouses up here, and in my winter 10-item wardrobe this year I have 5 blouses, so I'm wearing one, and I have 4 up here now. And then over here in this section, you saw me clearing out earlier, is where I have my t-shirts. And so the ones that I would wear on a daily basis, I usually like to hang. And so they're here, along with a couple of like tank tops that I like to layer underneath things. All of those are here, and the long sleeve ones as well. And here is where I have the one skirt that's in my 10-item wardrobe, and some sweaters, some cardigans that I like to hang here. They're all here. I have a couple of dresses. These are sort of winter extra dresses that I wear to church and things like that. And then my blazer. And the rest of these things are either like more formal dresses or dresses that are out of season. So they'll be like for summer or spring or fall, and I will have them here. And I like these plastic dust covers to kind of keep those clean when I'm not wearing them. Hanging up here below is where I keep all of the pants, and so I'm wearing one pair of jeans today, and I have a white pair or off-white pair of jeans and another pair of regular dark wash jeans and some black dress pants, and these are part of my core items for my 10-item wardrobe, and so I usually keep those grouped here right underneath the blouses. And then over here I've got workout wear, and it probably looks like I have quite a few workout pieces, but we do like to ski, so I kind of have to have a variety of different things, either fleeces that are very warm or some lighter weight things that I can wear here in Texas in the wintertime for workout wear. Plus I do yoga. And then these are the different, mostly tops, but there's a couple of bottoms mixed in too for my different seasons, and these are out of season clothing. This is where I have all of my shoes, and then up here I have my handbags that I'm not using and different coats and jackets over here. And in this cabinet I was cleaning some things out. I really don't have a lot of things up here. I have some things for doing at-home pedicures and just some keepsake items that I keep stored up there. I have a few things stored on the left-hand side of the dresser, and Patrick uses the right. And in this top drawer, I'm keeping scarves and just a couple other accessories, some belts, and a little handbag that I use for evening wear, and a sweater shaver. Rather than showing you, I'm just going to tell you what is in the drawer below. It has my bras, underwear, and some extra camisoles that I use for layering. I have 2 drawer dividers in there to keep things in their own compartments and keep them from shifting around. And then in this drawer, which is below that, I keep the rest of my workout wear and t-shirts for hiking and things like that. In this drawer, I just have a pair of shorts and 2 pairs of crop pants that I use when we go hiking or for other outdoor activities. And this last drawer just has 1 pair of ski pants. For my longer scarves, I have them hanging on a tie rack in this section of my closet. And for some extra long necklaces and other jewelry, I have them hanging on a tie rack that's mounted next to my shoes. Below that is where I hang my belts, and I have this bag where I keep all of my yoga gear. I hope that today's video gave you some motivation and inspiration for doing a little seasonal decluttering in your home. And if you are interested in a more deep dive into decluttering your home, make sure to check out the videos that I have in the description box. Thank you guys for watching today. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And if you are new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. It's easy, absolutely free. All you have to do is click on my picture, and if you'd like to watch more videos, click on the video icons to see more. Thank you guys for spending your time with me today. I look forward to seeing you in the comments and in the next video. Have a great week.